Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It is Tuesday. It is 2 o'clock. We are coming to you live on YouTube, live on Facebook, talking about all things building a custom home on your land. I'm Eric Allard, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family, joined as I am each and every single week by the great, the marvelous, the wonderful Dawn Dantzler, Vice President of Marketing and Customer Experience for Tilson Homes. Welcome, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
Doing fantastic. So glad all you folks are joining us here today. We have I think one more day of summer, and then it's winter tomorrow. We're skipping fall straight to the high is 97 today. They're near record, and then tomorrow it'll be like 46. So everyone's sinuses are prepared. Everyone's
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we got boots and sweaters and tank tops all over the house and places. So we're ready for all the things. But we are here on YouTube, on Facebook Live, as we are each and every single Tuesday at 2 o'clock to talk about all things building on your land. Glad y'all are all here. Please jump in. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. We want to hear from you. That's why we do this show. We're here to help you. We're here to educate you. We're here to, remove that unfamiliarity and that friction and just all the worries and things that go into building a custom home, the unknowns, the fear of the unknown. So we're here to help that go away, alleviate that. We find that what did I say? That it was brilliant. And there's a dog fights going on. Yep. All right. So I
had the audacity to ring the doorbell
early for Christmas presents to be arriving. So, but visibility. What did I say? Kind of sunshine is the best disinfectant. Visibility is kind of the best form of accountability. Basically, the more you know about what's going on in this process, the easier the process is going to be. So that's why we do this show, folks, is for you guys to learn everything there is to know about building a custom home. It may be about the financing. It may be about plan customization. It may be about site preparation, site selection. It may be about how do you look at, what is a water well? I don't know if I need one or not. What about a culvert? What about construction drive? How do I get power? All those kinds of things that go down. The actual construction itself, the warranty, what you should expect during construction. That's what we're here for, to answer all those questions, any and all questions you may have. But specifically, Dawn, while folks jump in and tell us where they're watching from, where they're building, what part of the process they're in, could you please tell us the great news we're talking about today?
Absolutely. We are going to show you a gorgeous customer home, one of our most popular plans, the Brazoria. So we know everybody is going to be really excited to see it. I love sharing stories of what our customers have done with our home designs and how they're living in our home. So it's just really exciting. It's a great video. Jack Rayson, one of our builders, is actually the guy taking us through the home with the customers. So it's a good one. It's a good one,
and
guys.
He absolutely crushes it. So shout out to Jack Rayson. Thanks for doing it. And yeah, you're natural, man. So that means you're back up to bat soon. So well done.
You did good. That means we're going to get you to do more.
That's right. Yeah. So folks, again, jump in on YouTube, on Facebook. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. We want to hear from you. We want to know kind of what brought you here, or, what questions you may have. What do you want us to answer while we're doing this for this hour? And we'll do that. But we are going to get to this beautiful, beautiful Brazoria home. But please jump in. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process you are in. If someone give us a shout out on, there it is. We're good.
There it is. All right. Well, let's see who we have joining us. We've got Denise saying good afternoon. We have our meeting set for tomorrow in spring to get everything started. So excited.
Cool.
At Canyon D in Washington Heights at Chapel Hill. Awesome.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Really exciting. We got Carrie saying awaiting final drawings and foundation design, building Apollo Duro around the corner from Republic Grand Ranch in San Jacinto County. Awesome. I work for a chemical company. We make the chemicals for spray foam. Do you know if you spray open or closed cell spray foam?
I do, Carrie, and that's very cool. So yeah, we do open cell spray foam, which is what's highly recommended for residential construction. You usually see closed cell in kind of a commercial application, maybe sometimes some barns, big open spaces, spaces that aren't really airtight. As far as like conditioned airspace goes, they have, bigger, maybe overhead doors or commercial storefront doors where you get more fresh air in, but we use open cell. one of the other reasons is if there is some type of a leak or something like that, it's much easier for it to manifest itself. You can see it. You can see a stain or something like that. So it doesn't just sit there and get
Okay.
wet and mildew over years and years. So we really prefer the open cell for a residential application. Closed cell does have its benefits, but we just find it a whole lot safer long term to do open cell and it still accomplishes the same thing as far as tightness.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Awesome. We got Donna coming in from Austin, looking to build in Bell County.
Very cool. Moving north.
I've got another friend from YouTube if that wants to show. Hey, I'm
There we go.
Yashika Fuselier.
Fuselier.
Thank you. I'm here
Very
from
French.
Periscope.
I had a vice principal named Mr. Fuselier. We're on good
Planning for
terms.
the Barton
Everything's
Springs
fine.
and Cove. We're working with the amazing Arden in Georgetown, hopefully signing to start in November. Awesome. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Arden's
That's very cool.
Let's see. We've got Misty. Hello from Hood County, enjoying our San Jacinto XL. We had our video tour filmed last Friday. Yes, you did. I'm so excited to see it.
Here we go.
We got Donna saying we've been working with Arden too. She is awesome. Yes, she is.
Very cool.
We got Jason saying, hey guys, loan paperwork submitted. We are ready to roll. All right, let's do this thing.
Great, Jason. Congratulations. Let's
awesome.
go. All right, so folks, keep dropping your comments, questions, anything you want to know into the chat. We'll answer every one of them, but we are going to get rolling on this beautiful tour of this Brazoria in Burleson County. It's confusing to me because Brazoria is its own county. So anyway, I know. I'm working through it. I'm growing here.
All right. So the Brazoria plan, it's available. There are 4 elevations available. So this is just showing them, and there may be a new one coming, guys. We got surprise for you. I'll talk about it a little bit more at the end of the show if we have time. But right now there are 4 elevations. So we have the A elevation, which is our brick gable, the B elevation, which is more of a traditional craftsman elevation. The elevation C is our farmhouse style, and D, which is what this family chose, is more of what our drafting team calls it a Texas ranch style. A lot of people also, it's kind of more of a modern farmhousey kind of look, but those are the 4 that are currently available.
Love it.
And this is the original floor plan of the Brazoria D, which is the one that they selected. And it is a 3-bedroom plus a study, which really functionally is a 4th bedroom. We just call it a study. It's a 2.5 bath, and it's a little bit under 2,400 square feet. And like I mentioned, this is one of our most popular floor plans. And I mean, some of the reasons for that are, look at this gorgeous floor plan. I mean, you've got a true split bedroom. So the master suite is on the complete opposite side of the home from the other bedrooms, as well as that study is nice and isolated. There are no walls shared between actual bedrooms in this home. So everybody has privacy. You don't have to worry about what's going on in any other room being heard in the others. You've got a great open floor plan. That family room, kitchen, dining area are really one continuous space. So you've got lots of space in there to entertain. And you've got that beautiful back covered porch that comes standard on this elevation. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous home.
I do have to give a shout out to its ancestor, its great granddaddy, the Magnolia there in Katy. That's where its DNA comes from. It's where it's rooted. Also, one of the biggest family rooms in this square footage range, actually even all the way up to almost 3,000 square feet. So very cool.
Gorgeous home. And the changes that this family made to kind of personalize it for us. The first thing is you'll notice that's completely reversed. So they did flip that floor plan just to make it fit better on their land. The next thing that they did was in the drop zone area that came when they added in the garage, they did go ahead and remove that cabinetry. They had a piece of furniture that just worked better in that space for them. So they had us take out the cabinets that would have come in that. They also added in this is actually the alternate side load garage, but they needed it to be a front load. So they moved the garage doors to the front, and then they also added that pedestrian door at the back so that you could get direct access into the garage from the outside. And then in the kitchen, they went with the alternate kitchen layout, but they did not want a microwave. So they took that out, and instead of the microwave, went with the double ovens, and then actually switched the spaces for the refrigerator and the double oven just to work it worked better for them with what they wanted to do. In their hall bath between the two secondary bedrooms, they actually changed the standard tub shower to a large soaking tub. So that's where they decided to do the soaking tub, since there's not one in the master bath. They went ahead and put it in that space instead. On the rear of the home, they actually extended that rear porch a little bit just to get themselves a little bit more space out there to enjoy being in the outside. In the family room, they did add the box beam ceiling, so you'll see that option in there. And then in the master bath, they went ahead and changed the way the shower was kind of laid out because they didn't want the glass door. So it's just a complete roll-in shower with no glass door, so no glass to clean. So really good.
Love this
good
idea,
change
by
there.
the way. I was just
Mhm.
on Saturday, I was cooking on the Weber charcoal and rolling it out from underneath the covered porch where it's uncovered. You're still on concrete, but the smoke's not
Mhm.
billowing underneath anyway, great idea. I didn't do that. I wish I had. That was the thought I had.
Well, they were smarter than you, and they
It
did.
doesn't take much. It's a low bar.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this gorgeous home.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tilson Home Tours. My name is Jack Rayson, and I'm here with John Milner in his Brazoria D. We are out in Burleson County, and we're going to be looking at a couple things with it today. Starting with our exterior, this home has got a phenomenal design on the outside. It gives a very traditional farmhouse look, and including a little bit of stone with it. John, would you mind telling us a little bit about why you picked this design and some things you were looking for with it?
Well, this is our second home with Tilson. Our first home was built in 2014, struck by lightning and burned. There was no choice for us but to go with Tilson again. We were very happy the first time. We wanted a different look though. We're on 50 acres out here. This house is on a hill, and we kind of wanted, as people came up, for them to kind of go, wow, look at that house up there on the hill. So we chose a farmhouse style. Most of the house is kind of decorated modern farmhouse. What we chose in terms of the exterior was white stone, white board and batten, with a black roof and essentially black trim. So there's a lot of pop when you cross the creek, come around the corner and see the house sitting up on the hill, and we love that.
Yeah, really just that traditional farmhouse on the hill kind of a look, I think, is what we really hit home here with that phenomenal look. Which, speaking of that pop and that kind of wow factor, as we start to look into our kitchen here a little bit, we kind of did the same thing. As we start looking at some of these custom light fixture options that we did, along with some of our tile and appliances, we wanted to explain a little bit on how we came to those decisions?
We really wanted, as much as possible, to keep the colors in the house neutral, so that we could add interest and other things through some of our decorative choices. So we chose white for the walls, white for the countertops, white for the cabinets, a pretty neutral background, and yet there's still interest because there's shape in this tile that counteracts some of the squareness and the rectangularness of some of the other items in the kitchen. The color of the floor really keeps the house from being too busy, I think, and allows us to make other changes. Speaking of other changes, Tilson worked with us. We're a little unusual in that we didn't want a microwave oven in the kitchen. My wife is a fabulous cook. She loves to bake things. I help a little bit with that too sometimes. So we asked Tilson, can we have a double oven? So they made that happen for us. We have a coffee bar over here. When she's not baking, she's drinking coffee. So it's important that we have a nice coffee space. You'll know, you'll notice there are no cords. Again, just a neat look that Tilson helped us work out and create.
Yeah, absolutely. So moving those outlets from the backsplash up to the bottom of the cabinet really helped clean up this area. As you can see here, we've got a beautiful coffee bar that really, I think, blends in with the rest of the home. It's fantastic. So that was a great look at the kitchen. I'd like for us to go look at our living room here.
All right. You're muted there, Dawn.
Well, I unmuted you. Wasn't that?
I saw that. Yeah, no, I was talking. Yeah, what a cool deal. What a cool story. I mean, I hate that obviously the house got struck by lightning and burned down, but the resolve and the resilience that they showed to, hey, let's do this again, and honored that they chose us to do it again. So
Absolutely. So here is the gorgeous exterior of the home. Definitely, I think, achieved the wow, look at the house on that hill. It is absolutely gorgeous. Just makes a great impression. And you can see that it's got that nice, little front covered porch on it. And yeah, just you've got the white stone, the white board and bat, the black accents on it. Just a gorgeous little modern farmhouse.
Yeah, really cool.
And here is that absolutely beautiful kitchen. I really like how they kind of kept everything kind of neutral and white, but they've got a really interesting backsplash. And the way that I like now that we're putting the outlets up underneath the cabinets in all of our homes, it really allows that backsplash to just stay uninterrupted, and you get the advantage of all that beautiful tile. Without the outlets in the middle of it. And you can see there that they've got the double ovens, and they created that wonderful coffee bar space over on that side, and just a great area. Just great little kitchen.
Great colors too.
Yeah.
We have a couple of questions that have popped up.
We do. So let's go ahead and take those. We've got Chris asking, do you venture out of the areas you show online? I'm looking to build in the next 2 years in Harrison County, very close to Diana.
Yes, Chris, that won't be a problem. We'll be able to service Diana without a problem. Just north of Longview, kind of out that area. You bet.
Okay, awesome. We've got Dustin saying good afternoon from San Antonio.
Howdy,
Hey, Dustin. We've got Tim watching from Southern California. We got to see the Lone Star about a week ago. Beautiful home. The wife is in love with the master bath. Yes, it is a gorgeous master bath. We've got Antonio from New Braunfels, Texas, building in Spring Branch. Got the land and documents ready to view models and narrow down model specs and size to start the process in December. Awesome.
Let's go, Antonio. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do this. Then we've got Maria asking, do you include the driveway?
Maria, it depends on where we're building as far as it's included in the base price of the home. Typically, the prices that you're going to see on the website, it would not include a driveway. There are a couple of exceptions to that. In some of the subdivisions that we build in, we do include, between 1,500 and 2,000 square feet of flat work. The one that you saw here on the gravel drive, that would not have been included in the base price, but that is something that we do offer. We can do that in crushed rock. Or crushed concrete, crushed rock, or in flat work in 4-inch concrete. So we can absolutely do that.
Okay, awesome. And then we've got a question. In the Barton Springs, we're doing the alternate kitchen. Will the inner island have an outlet as well? If so, where will it go?
It's gonna go be a pop-up. So it's changed a lot, Miss Fusilier. So they they kind of went either. We'd do like a 6-inch wide filler, like a wide piece of wood that matches the cabinet, and we'd put the outlet in there, or it would go on the ends. The code has changed where we can't do that anymore and meet the electric code, because the government's always very busy protecting us from ourselves. Very, very, very worried about us, very concerned. So now we have these really super cool outlets that you push on them and they pop up. And so they have like a USB port on them, and they have a couple of 110 outlets, and also you can put your phone on top of them when they're down, and they charge wirelessly. So that's those are the outlets that we're using in islands at this time. So they're really, really cool.
Yeah, I know. Go in a specific spot on the countertop because we've got to make the drawer a little bit shallower to
to accommodate. They need about 4 inches of void space to go up and down. So yeah, great question.
Awesome. Great question. All right. Well, let's take a peek at the family room in the master suite, and you'll keep putting your questions in.
Keep the questions coming.
Yeah, so as we look into our living room here, we've got a couple options that you guys have picked. Obviously, we've got a great setup here for entertaining what seems to be like a lot of people. But tell me a little bit about this raised ceiling height with these beautiful box beams that we have.
Well, this is different. One of them.
Okay, my video is not wanting to work that way, so I'm going to try a different way, guys.
It was going.
Oh, okay. It was pausing on my end.
Yeah, no, we were watching. I was watching. I was enthralled.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, now you guys can watch it again.
Yeah, so as we look into our living room here, we've got a couple options that you guys have picked. Obviously, we've got a great setup here for entertaining what seems to be like a lot of people. But tell me a little bit about this raised ceiling height with these beautiful box beams that we have.
Well, this is different. One of the big changes, I guess, from the other house. It had this open floor plan, but the countertop was higher. The room was a little smaller. It didn't have the raised ceiling, didn't have the box beam. So really, we made a lot of changes in this room. It feels much bigger, much more open to us. And like you said, we do some entertaining. And people have commented about how it just looks so much bigger because of the countertop is lower. And we live out on 50 acres, like I said. So we don't worry about people looking in the windows. So we don't have any window treatments up. We want light to come in. We have 5 big windows here on the other side of the room that let a ton of light in, which adds to the feeling that this is a large, roomy space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bright space.
Yeah, plenty of room to breathe and plenty of room to host as many people as you guys can fit. Which, speaking of flowing together, there was a couple details in the master that I wanted to go look at if we want to go look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, so coming into this master bedroom, you guys have done a pretty good amount here as far as some furniture going in here. I don't think we had a lot of changes in here, but you want to tell me about kind of how you guys laid this room out and how it fits with you?
Well, we wanted it to be comfortable and have enough space. You see some bedrooms where you can hardly maneuver around. We wanted to avoid that. I mean, one of our goals in this house was for it not to be cluttered, not to feel cramped. And as you said, this is a big bed. This is big furniture. Fits in this room very, very well. Room for a leather chair over in the corner. It's just a very comfortable room that we didn't have to make any changes from the original Tilson design to get it the way we wanted. It's got 2 large windows that also look out in the back. It's got north light exposure, so it's nice in here any time of the day.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, so a good amount of space to be comfortable without maybe wasting too much square footage at the same time?
Absolutely. Extra heating, cooling, cleaning space, not a problem. It's just perfect. Works very well for us.
Yeah, so awesome. I think we kind of covered our master bedroom here. Let's go take a look at our master bathroom, see what we have going on there.
Okay.
So coming into our bathroom here, we've got a pretty unique design that you guys have, specifically looking at our 2 his and her master vanities right here. You want to tell me a little bit about y'all's design choice here?
Well, it's nice to have your own space, and one of the things, this center cabinet is designed for linens and so forth, and I think the original design called for this to be like a laundry chute, but my wife had the idea of making it a shelf, and this is where she keeps some of her, makeup, hair dryer, curling iron, things like that. So took some space that wasn't particularly usable and made it very usable. So she loves this. She says this is one of the favorite things she has in this entire bathroom.
Yeah, absolutely. Super convenient. You're not worried about trying to shove everything under the cabinet. It's easy to get to and it's easy to put away. I think that was a fantastic option. And speaking of, coming over here, we've got a little bit of a different style shower than what we typically do. This one in particular does not have a glass door or anything like that. It's a completely open design to come in and out. You want to talk a little bit about y'all's choice with going no glass?
Well, a couple of things here. We're not spring chickens anymore. So one of the things we wanted was everything in the house to be handicap accessible. Don't need it now, but one day might. So the shower is, the entrance doors to the house are. And my wife said, I'm not cleaning a glass door on a shower, so we had the shower built so that it doesn't require a door. It still has, also has a seat if you get to the point where you need to sit down to take a shower. And it's got the window, and to be honest, that's one of my favorite things about the house. When I come in here to take a shower, and I can look out and I can see that blue Texas sky with some clouds in it most of the time. Today it's clear, but it just makes me feel good. And I love the view out of this shower, and it's a very functional shower.
Yeah, absolutely, with a little bit less maintenance to go with it too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Always a good thing.
Absolutely. No, I think an incredible bathroom, like we've talked about, some great usability points, low maintenance points. Let's go look at a couple other areas on the other side of the house.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
How about that master suite?
Yes.
We'll get to it.
We will. So here's that beautiful, gorgeous family room that's just, so big and wide open. And like he was mentioning, since it's straight into the kitchen, and you've got that one level island, it just feels like such a big space. And love the box beam ceilings and just the big, large windows that let you look out on your property. So just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I can't help but notice and want to point out a little bit of canyon DNA in here, a little bit of canyon DNA. If I'm standing at the Bryan office looking from here, like it looks very, very similar. So
Yeah, if that island were blue, you'd be there.
yeah, exactly. I'm glad it's not. Anyway, moving on.
Same. Master bedroom, just a very nice large space. It's the right size. That is, like they were mentioning, very large furniture, but there's plenty of room to maneuver around, but not a lot of wasted space. Again, you've got those large windows bringing in some natural light, letting you enjoy the property, and just enough space to maneuver around and just be really, comfortable in your space. So just love it.
Yeah, huge furniture and being able to put a spare chair in there.
Absolutely. And that gorgeous master bathroom. I thought the idea that she had, like they were talking about, usually that pull down drawer is into the laundry
Genius.
hamper, kind of your little
Genius.
laundry chute. Making that into a shelf, I thought was just brilliant because it's just a great way to just tuck away all your everyday stuff. And as you can see, keep those counters very clean.
It wouldn't matter in my house. It wouldn't matter.
You'd find something to clutter it out.
Not you. Not this guy. No,
All your hair accessories. Gonna be
yeah, both of them. Yeah, both of them. The clippers stay in the cabinet. It's a good spot for them. Yeah.
There you go. And yeah, I just love that. I think it's very smart to remove that glass door and make that a much less cleaning and soap scum and all of that. So yeah, great idea to do that. But yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful home.
Very cool. Oh, we got a couple questions or comments.
We do. So let's go ahead and get to those. Don't know what this is doing.
Yeah, so as we look into our living room here, we've got a...
I'm just going to come back here until I figure out what's going on. Sorry, guys. It does not like me today.
I think I might be able to show. Maybe.
Can you get us back? Actually.
So if we show it,
here.
This is so she saw that it was wireless. Move over here.
All right, there we go. And let's see, we've got David saying Eric texted me and said he saw Bigfoot in this video. So yeah, if you guys pay attention in the next video clip, you can spot
He made it 5 years. So David's our videographer, amazingly talented. All these great videos, this content you see, all the good content is done by him. All the really questionable and bad one is done by me. It's not hard to tell on our YouTube channel who did what. But yeah, he finally got the best of him. But we're not anything negative about that because he has way more ammunition on me than I have on him in the form of outtakes and bloopers and things that my children don't ever need to hear that was said during a video. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We got Abraham looking to build near the Katy, Texas area. Can we bring our own floor plan or do we have to choose one of y'all's?
How does that work, Dawn? What do we do?
So yeah, you're welcome to bring in your own floor plan and your own ideas. What they will do in that first visit to the Katy office is they are going to go real quickly and try to find a plan of ours that is as close to your plan as possible. So and start kind of making changes to it. And they're really doing that just to kind of give you a ballpark price. They're equipped to give you pricing on the spot from our plans and any modifications that we make to them. Not so much with something that you just bring in. So that's the reason they're doing that. So they're going to give you kind of a ballpark price from doing that. And if you're comfortable with that level, they will send it off to our drafting team to get you kind of the final estimate on those plans. But yeah, as long as it's something that looks kind of similar to what, it's within our wheelhouse, things that we're comfortable doing, you can absolutely bring in your own plan. We got a friend from YouTube from San Antonio, Texas, building the Brazoria at Medina Lake with the Bernie branch. Awesome. It's going to be great. We've got Scott saying our pad is being done tomorrow. Then Matt can get going. Beyond excited.
Oh, that's so cool,
awesome.
Scott. I know it's been a journey, man. That's great.
All right. And we've got Antonio asking, when do you recommend having a financing meeting with Wagon Hill to keep our wants limited to what we can afford?
Yeah, I mean, so there's no time too soon, really, Antonio. You're allowed to reach out to them anytime you want to and start talking budget and qualifications. Your sales consultant can also kind of walk you through loosely, just using some simple debt to income ratio stuff and equity calculators. We have a lot of those tools at their disposal, just in house, that they can use. It's not a full on credit. That we don't pull credit. Tilson does not, but Wagon Hill does and can, and they can walk you through kind of budgetary standpoint, what you're looking at, maybe what options that you have. But yeah, there's no time too soon to do that. Really, they're very helpful over there, and you're not going to accidentally buy a house, so don't have a fear about that. Like no one's going to shove it in the trunk, as John always said. Well, you're not looking, and drive off with it. So there's really no pressure, and we want you to be as comfortable as possible. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, awesome.
Now is the time.
Now it's time. Jason's saying we are having to add 2 feet extra to the master bedroom in the Angelina because we have this exact bedroom furniture. It is very large, but it's going to be tight in the Angelina without the additional square footage. By the way, the addition is way more than reasonably priced. Oh, good to hear.
Yeah, and 2 feet is a lot in a bedroom. It doesn't sound like a big deal. Like that's the entire nightstand. Like that's an entire that whole chair that's there. Like it's 2 feet is a lot in a bedroom.
Good. Well, glad we were able to accommodate that for you. We got Danny saying, beautiful homes, guys. If you find you need quality concrete, talk to the folks at Bucks Ready Mix. Awesome.
Very cool.
Good to know. And he's recommending 4,000 PSI for when you do pour your client's driveway. Okay.
Got it.
We got Taisha saying hello from Victoria, building the Marion, scheduled for concrete pour next Wednesday. So excited.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's exciting.
Always great when it gets exciting, when everything
Set your alarm. You'll be up early.
Yes, you will. You won't have to set your alarm. You'll hear. If you're out there, you hear.
Hopefully it's cold. Hopefully it's cold.
Yes, being cold would be great. All right. Well, you guys keep putting in your questions and comments, and we are going to go ahead and take a look at the bedrooms.
Let's do it.
All right, so into this front bedroom here. So we made a couple little changes in here, I think, to kind of accommodate what you guys are wanting to do here. You want to tell us a little bit about what you did and what you utilized this room for?
Well, this could have been a 4th bedroom, but we didn't need it for that. What we really wanted was a kind of a multi-function room. Accordingly, we made the closet a little smaller to give us a little bit more space. And so what the intent of this room was, it would be kind of my wife's office space, her yoga room. She's a yoga teacher. Our guest, another guest bedroom, and that's what the Murphy bed's for. And we have 7 grandkids, so when they come over, we kind of throw them in here and lock the door. Hence things like the Barbie house that are over here. In fact, one of the grandchildren, the 4-year-old grandson, I was setting a desk up for my wife, and he said, "Why are you bringing that in my room?" So he views this as his room. The grandkids kind of see it that way, so that's a good thing. But it's been a very functional space. We did have we put a infrared sauna in, and had Tilson put I don't know what, I guess like a 200 amp plug, or
a dedicated outlet.
A dedicated outlet for the sauna. Again, nice big window, lots of light in here. So far, everybody that claims this room is their space loves this room.
That's awesome.
It's working really well.
Yeah, so shrunk down this closet just a little bit, just to get as much floor space in here as possible for all the grandkids. Now that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal, and that they enjoy it. It seems like.
Yes, very much so.
That's great.
When they come through the door, they make a beeline in here.
Make a beeline for it. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Well, as interesting as this room is, another one that I particularly enjoy is going to be the art studio that you've set up on the back. If we want to go take a look at that.
Great. Okay.
So coming in here to personally one of my favorite rooms in the house is going to be the art studio. So we've got a little bit of accent paint that we did while we were under construction here. It was a custom option that we had there. I see you've got some amazing paintings up on the wall. So originally this was a bedroom, but you utilized it for an art studio now?
Right. In our previous house, I didn't have space in the house to paint. Had a little room I built out in the barn, and hot in the summer, cold in the winter. Wasn't conducive to getting me out there very much. So when we had the chance to rebuild, I said, I want a space inside. And this room worked out perfect. It, again, has a large window. You want as much natural light as you can get. and it has a northern exposure, which is consistent light, so that's good. And it's kind of a little bit of my man cave. I've got a chair and a TV and some books, but I'm set up to paint over here, and this room has been perfect for that.
That's awesome. I'm really glad we were able to get a space set up where you're able to do this and not only do it but enjoy it.
And I can shut the door and keep the grandkids out.
That's right. That's right. Well, we got a couple other details over here that I'd like to go look at if you want to walk over and see those.
Okay.
One other detail that we've done a little bit different in this home is traditionally we've had a large tub in the master bathroom, took up a lot of space, and we've actually moved that. So as we look into this bathroom here, we have widened up the tub that we have in this hall bathroom, so you have a soaker tub available to you without taking up any additional space in the master. I think it's just an amazing detail that they've added that's extremely useful. All right, then coming into our final bedroom here on the front side of the house. So it looks like you guys had this set up to be a pretty nice guest bedroom. I see we raised some outlets here. I remember that throughout construction. Put a TV up.
Right.
So how have people fared out in here?
Very well. We've had several guests and they've all loved the room. Like you said, all the TVs in the house are mounted and the outlets were put up, so you've got that clean look. Don't have that to mess with. This is a good size bedroom. Again, pretty large furniture. But you're not banging your shins into things as you walk around. There's plenty of room. And
oh yeah, no, it's a fantastic room, fantastic spot in the house. Last part I'd like to go look at is going to be our utility room.
Okay.
All right.
Do you gotta make it show the slideshow?
That's what I'm trying to do. It does not want to cooperate with me today. Look back here. In case anybody ever doubted that we were actually live, I am proving it today. But yeah, absolutely. So who else wants to commission Mr. Milner for a painting?
Right? We have
We're just
we got a yoga instructor, we got a painter. These people are absolute savants living out in Burleson County, Texas. This is great.
I know, right? Like the first time I was watching this before we got to the art studio, I was looking at all the paintings on the wall and I was like, these guys have great taste in art. And then I realized, oh, he made them all.
Yeah, well, it happens to be his personal favorites.
Yeah, he did a great job. So yeah, this is what they were calling the front bedroom. That is actually the study on the floor plan. So that multi-purpose room that they're saying functions, as a guest room, as their grandkids' playroom, as the yoga studio. If you were watching, that's where in that scene, that's where you may have spotted Bigfoot, all of that good stuff. But they've got a sauna in there. This is a really large space. And so it's nice to hear it being used for so many purposes.
Yeah, the Murphy bed. I mean, that's cool. You don't see that every day. It's very nice. And then I noticed that these are there's like some 35s rolling over here. I mean, these grandkids are gonna get jacked. We're gonna have grandkids of steel over here. I like it.
Their Barbie dolls are just getting pumped up.
You better believe it. You better believe it. But yeah, very, very cool. Very great use of space, dual purpose room, multi-purpose room, really. So that's really great.
Yeah. Great use. And these are the other two bedrooms that they were showing off. So the guest bedroom that they were in last, and then the gorgeous art studio that they did do a different paint color in there. And just the perfect space. I just love, again, a dual purpose room. He's got his man cave art studio happening, and just gorgeous.
Until he's working on a picture of this is the Brazos Valley for sure. Yeah, just kidding. Nothing like that. Absolutely not the Brazos Valley.
But yeah, just gorgeous space. And then this is that hallway bathroom that's in between those two bedrooms, and showing off that soaker tub that they were able to put in that space, so that you have the soaker tub, but it's not in the master.
Yeah, this is a great idea, folks. If you're kind of on the fence about whether or not you want to have a tub and separate shower in your master, this is a great option. If you want to do the bigger shower, you don't need the tub. You're not going to use it very much. You got enough room in most of our secondary bathrooms to do a oversized soaker tub and still have a shower head above it, and be able to get in and out. So that's a great idea and a very efficient use of space. You get the best of both worlds. You get the bigger shower in the master and the more space, maybe in your master closet, and you still get a soaker tub in the secondary bath. So
yeah, awesome.
Works all around.
All righty. Well, we did have one more comment come in, so we'll check that out before we move on and see the rest of the video. So let's see. We've got Tessie. She's saying hello, watching for my daughter's house in Converse. We're building a Barton Springs in Kerrville. We're finishing up on electrical and plumbing. Spray foam is scheduled for early next week. We are loving the Tilson process, and we are so excited. Our son, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandsons are in escrow to buy the 7.5 acres behind ours. Happy grandma here. Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. That is very cool. Thanks for sharing that. And
very cool.
So glad that your happiness going well. So yeah, guys, keep dropping your questions and comments into the chat. We'll answer every one of them. We got, I think, one more video to do, and then
one more video. So we're going to see the rest of the house.
Wrap it up. Yeah. So y'all ask your questions. Anything you want to know about financing, about design, about warranties, about site preparation, anything you want to know. That's what we're here for. Drop it in there.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah, so coming down from this hallway, another spot that we've got is our drop zone here with our access to the garage right here. How have you guys utilized the drop zone? Has that been something you've enjoyed?
Well, that was a point of interest with my wife, having a drop zone. We didn't have that before. You track a lot of dirt in if you just come straight in from the outside. So we've got these zones now that kind of keep down on the dirt coming in the house. We've got the garage. You come straight in here to the drop zone. This is a place where you can leave hats and coats and set down groceries because it's just right around the corner from the kitchen. Outside of the master bathroom drawer, this would probably be her favorite area that we have in the house because it just adds to the functionality of the house a lot.
Oh, absolutely, and that's something that you use every day. And then as we come into our utility room here, this is not your standard utility room, right? While this is standard on our plan, I feel like this utility room is pretty big. We've got a couple appliances here, and then we've even got some storage and a freezer over here. So how have you guys enjoyed this room so far?
It's been amazing. It really has been. And, you know, it's hard to get excited about a utility room, and I might be maybe just short of excited, but it's very large. Like you said, we've got a large washer and dryer and a 21, I think, cubic foot freezer that fits in here. And like you said, there's still room for storage. Again, we had a house fire, so we lost everything, so we didn't have a lot of junk, but you still need space to store things. And we have plenty of room for the shelves, plenty of room for, you know, iron, vacuum, things like that. Yeah, this room is, I don't know how much larger. It's 2.5 times larger than the one we had in our previous house. So it really has added a lot of functionality to the house.
Absolutely. It gives you the space that you need to actually do everything you're doing in here. No, it's phenomenal. Yes. Awesome. Well, last one I'd like to go look at would be our back porch. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So coming onto this back porch here, I got a phenomenal back porch with a lot of space. I think you guys made a couple changes on those. You want to kind of talk about what changes you made and why you did those?
Well, it's Texas, and you can be outside 11.5 months of the year. So we wanted a large, usable back porch space. This is at least twice as large as the back porch we had on our first home, and we didn't use it very much. So we extended the porch base out. And we also extended the roof. You know, we're outside a lot, again, with grandkids, and spend a lot of time sitting on this porch. It's been very functional, very usable, very comfortable.
Absolutely, yeah, and even with the positioning of the house, a large portion of the day, you are getting a pretty good amount of shade here. As we're standing here right now, this is pretty comfortable.
It's north facing, so yes, we don't get, in fact, the only time we get direct sunlight, just because of the way the house is situated, is late evening, so.
Well, why don't we work our way back inside of the kitchen and we will wrap up in there.
All right.
As we're sitting here wrapping up just a little bit, one point that we didn't quite cover yet is going to be our little dining room area that we have kind of over off the side here. I see we got a beautiful table set up with a nice custom light fixture above it and then some massive windows. You want to tell me just a little bit about this space?
Yeah, it's functional, and I really enjoy that. I start my morning out sitting there looking out the windows with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and it's comfortable. I can see everything. It's great for our family. We can seat 6 people at the table and 4 people at the counter. so everybody can eat together, and it's been a very nice space.
Oh, it's nice to be able to get everybody into the one spot and enjoy that. Well, thank you so much for bringing us out here today and giving us the opportunity to just go through your beautiful home. I think we've had some amazing selections with this new floor plan, and I thoroughly enjoyed getting the opportunity to go through and talk with you guys on how you utilize the space. It's been phenomenal. And then thank you for joining us with another episode of Tilson Home Tours, and we hope that you join the Tilson family soon. Have a great day.
All right. So yeah, this is, it's kind of funny that he said, it's hard to get kind of worked up and excited about a utility room. That is, like Eric mentioned at the beginning, this is, the updated version of the Magnolia plan. And that's one of the main changes that we made is that utility room and pantry space. In the Magnolia plan, that was kind of designated as a flex space. And we were finding that most often what people were doing with it was opting for the bigger pantry and the bigger utility room. So we made that kind of the standard inclusions in the Brazoria plan. So that's kind of, people did get really excited about a utility room. But yeah, it's just such a big space. As you can see, there's plenty of room to maneuver around. It's much better than the little like hallway utility rooms where you barely have the space to like walk by. So lots of good space in there, and there's a big pantry next to it. The other thing we didn't get to see in the video is, it is a 2.5 bath. That's the powder room that's going to be over next to the study, and then you can see that drop zone space with the piece of furniture that I was talking about that they brought in on their own rather than going for the built-in cabinetry that we do. Looks great, yeah.
It might be one of the few shots you ever get of a cowboy hat and Lululemon gear side by side. Like that's
peacefully coexisting.
Crazy. I love it. Yeah, when you're out on 50 acres, like you need storage space, you need freezer space, you need a place to put stuff because trips to the grocery store are far.
Yes.
So, yeah. Something to consider.
Great design. And then this is that back porch that, like we're saying, they did extend it and add some uncovered space, which is great. Like Eric was saying, for when you want to grill because you don't want to be under the roof, you need to be away from the house, but you can still be on that concrete space, and just gives you a little extra room to spread out and enjoy the outside. And
like I'm channeling my
their dog is checking us out.
Just chill.
Making sure we're good. Sure we're good.
Yeah. Beautiful. Very nicely done.
Just a beautiful space. And then this is the dining area that, this is where you can enjoy your morning coffee, look out on the land, and very, very large space. Like this easily, seats 6 as they've got it set, but you could, add in some more space. So good big space. We're finding most of our customers don't want the formal dining rooms. We're making those breakfast areas that, are incorporated with the kitchen larger in our plans to accommodate bigger families. So.
Very cool. And noticing too that this door does swing out onto the porch. So it's not swinging into the furniture. You're not having to fight for space with the chair and door swing, everything else. So good on you drafting for thinking about that.
Yep.
That's it in the show.
Alrighty.
That's it. It's the whole thing.
That's it. All right. Well, we did have a couple of other comments. So we've got Robin sharing very exciting news. They were released to construction today. So they're excited to start building their LaPorte and Limestone County. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Congratulations. We got Amanda sharing, we've been in our San Jacinto Tilson home now for 4.5 years. Other than building bigger, we wouldn't change a thing. Awesome. It's great to hear.
And fun fact, grew up with her husband, Eric. Brilliant guy because his name is Eric. But since childhood. So tell Eric and his parents, Bill and Anita, Eric Allard said howdy.
Awesome.
You can tell Jacob and Brandon howdy too, his brothers, but us middle kids stick together.
Antonio's asking, do we have packages that include built-in refrigerators?
We can, yeah, Antonio. We don't have a lot of requests for that, but I do know that both Kent Moore, our cabinet company, they work with cabinet panels that go on refrigerators, and then there are specific refrigerators that accept those cabinet panels. We just don't have a lot of customers that do them, but we have done them in the past.
Okay, awesome.
We don't have I guess appropriately, I need to say we don't have a package for that, but we can do an inquiry with our appliance provider and get you a price. Yes.
Okay. Jason's asking, are all of the doors leading to the patio glass?
It's a great question. So it varies by plan, but I think almost without exception, they're going to be some type of glass, either a half light, which is half glass or full light. I don't know of any that we have going from like a breakfast room or a family room out to a patio that are just a solid door. We can, but I think as far as I know, they're all going to be some type of a French door of some sort. A French door is just any door, double or single, that has glass in it.
Okay. Awesome. Donna's asking, are the models in Angleton complete and ready to view? Yes, the models are. We are still finishing up the landscaping this week, so it might be a little bit messy outside, but the inside is absolutely ready to tour. So feel free to go down there and see the 2 new models. Ms. Fuselier is asking if we can talk about warranties. She's not sure what to ask.
Yeah, great question. So we follow the state law in Texas, which is a kind of a 1-2-10. So you got 1 year on everything you can see, touch, feel, look at, kind of brick to brick or bumper to bumper, if you will, warranty where everything's covered. That's your sheetrock cracks, tile cracks, anything like that is going to be covered, because you got some settling that's going to go on in that first year. The 4 seasons that we go through in Texas, or 12, whatever you want to call it, or 2. So that's covered. Then you have a 2-year warranty on your mechanicals. Now this is through Tilson. Okay, this doesn't have anything to do with the manufacturer's warranties. I'm just talking about Tilson. So you got a 2-year warranty on your HVAC, your electrical, and your plumbing. That's all covered for 2 years. Again, by Tilson. We're still going to send them out there. Like if your AC is out, we're not sending a Tilson rep, but it's covered by Tilson. And then you have a 10-year structural warranty. So basically your slab, your frame, that kind of stuff. And then many of the amenities have their own manufacturer's warranties, right? So your windows have a limited lifetime warranty. Your plumbing fixtures have a limited lifetime warranty. The water heaters have warranty. The AC units have manufacturer's warranties, right? 5-year or 10-year, depending. So that's all that stuff. But still, no matter what, you contact Tilson. The biggest differentiator with us and warranty is we have our own warranty department. So in other words, most builders leave their warranty up to either the building superintendents who built your house, which can really a lot of times turn into, when they get around to it, when they get time, when they're not building houses, or they sub it out to third-party contractors that are not dictated by the builder. So we have our own employees. So you call the warranty line, a Tilson employee answers the phone. We send a Tilson employee in a Tilson vehicle to fix your Tilson home. That is very different than what most builders do. So that's some peace of mind that you can take with you. Hopefully that helps.
Okay. Awesome. Amanda says that she will tell them that you said hello.
Good.
And Jason says, good, no solid door. One of the best attributes is the large windows and the glass doors.
Yeah. Letting that, that's the whole reason you bought the place, right, Jason, is to look out on the property. We know that. So we want you to be able to absorb all of those views. That's the whole point.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So we'll do a last call for questions and comments. Drop them into the chat. We'll answer every one of them. And in the meantime, we got some stuff happening this weekend. What's happening this weekend?
We do have some stuff happening this weekend. So we are doing our grand opening celebration in Republic Grand Ranch. So you can come out and see the Lone Star. We're going to have a construction seminar. We have Houston Burger out there, their food truck, providing lunch. Eric and I will be there to meet everybody. So it's great opportunity to come see that beautiful new model. We also do have seminars happening in other areas of the state. If you can't make it down to Republic Grand Ranch, we've got one in San Marcos, one in Georgetown, and one happening in Weatherford this weekend. So if you don't want to go quite as far, there's still opportunities to learn about Tilson. Like we mentioned, the models in Angleton are complete and ready to be toured, and we'll be scheduling that grand opening sometime soon. So hoping to get that done. This is also, if you are a fan of the Nueces plan in our spring office, this is your last weekend to tour that as a model. So it often comes times, I kind of hinted at the beginning that we have a brand new elevation coming on the Brazoria. That's because we are going to build that as a brand new model in our spring office. So this weekend we will be finishing up the Nueces and kind of closing that down so that we can start disconnecting everything. And the only way we can build a new one is by taking down the old one. So we're going to take that down and build a brand new Brazoria there, and we'll be sharing that elevation with you guys in the weeks to come. Yeah.
So the trip to the Lone Star model will be worth it. You saw some comments earlier how beautiful the home is. We will be out there this weekend. We'd love to see you guys. Probably going to drag at least part of the 5th generation out there. He heard there was a food truck, so teenage boy cannot resist food truck burgers. So He'll be coming to help eat the burgers.
We'll put him to work. We'll put him to work.
Oh yeah. Well, he's got a high ankle sprain from football, so he's really not much help right this second.
He can stuff goodie bags.
For sure.
I have faith in him.
For
I have
sure.
faith in him.
Yeah. Conveniently, it was really bothering him Saturday when I was driving T-posts. Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
Oh.
Sunday, it was a miracle. He got up, he go to church, no problem. It was great. So,
well, that first start as a varsity is really hard. So.
Good times. Anyway, so yeah, come out and see us. We'd love to see you guys out there. It's a beautiful place, a whole estate. You get to see how, like, it's a house in a setting, right? It's in a subdivision. It's on 3 acres. We got the house, we got a casita, which is our sales office. We got a metal building there, a shop that our builder's office out of. So you can kind of really get a really good idea of what it would be like to live on acreage out there. So
yeah,
we'd love.
We
love
also
to have
share
you
the 3 different approaches to building the slab. So it's a good location to visit.
Pretty extreme amount of levels that we can walk you through and how we attacked it and why. And we just love to see you out there. But yeah, I mean, obviously roll to Angleton, any of our locations, we'd love to see you guys out there. We got a couple of comments, looks like.
We do. We got Maria saying, just got here. My husband and I are interested in building our dream home. How should we go about getting started? Well, you can get started by going on our website and kind of browsing what you see there. Give a call to one of our new home specialists, and they would be happy to set you up to come out to any of our locations and tour our models. Because really, the best way to kind of see what we're all about is to come and see our homes in person. You can touch and just kind of experience it rather than just looking at pictures online. They'd be really happy to set you up. Like I mentioned, we have several locations that are having seminars this weekend. That's a great place to meet other people who are also interested in building on their land and kind of get some tips from them. See that you're not alone in all of this, but that's a great way to start. It's just, send in the contact information and we can answer all those questions for you.
Great advice.
All right. We've got Amanda sharing that the warranty department was very easy to work with and efficient. Oh, wonderful.
Thanks. Thanks for sharing that.
And then we've got Pam saying, love your homes. All are just stunning. Just wish you did steel frame, but everything is gorgeous.
Yeah, maybe one day. It's just, it's not a lot of people know how to work with it. Not very cost effective just yet. So maybe one day. But yeah, finding trades that can go out to rural areas and work with that is kind of a challenge. So, and not just the framers. What I'm talking about, like your electricians, your HVAC technicians, your plumbers have to know all how to work with steel frame. And so it's not just a framing thing. It's an all encompassing system. So, but yeah, I'm glad you like them. We love them, but we're partial.
Yeah. Thanks, Pam. And that is it. That's all the questions.
All right. So, folks, obviously, it does not have to end here. We have a website open 24/7. That is the front porch of Tilson Homes. We want to see you guys out there. Come to the website, engage with us there. You can ask questions. You can talk to a new home specialist on standby about any kind of high-level questions. Get set up with an appointment at one of our 12 design centers that are open 7 days a week with models to show you everywhere. We want to get those questions answered. You can go through their design center to color room selection stuff, see all the different plumbing fixture choices, stone choices, light fixture choices, tile, wood, vinyl plank, all the things are at every single location. We don't make you go to some faraway place that is very cold and office-like. It's a house. So love to see you there. We have an Instagram page. We have a Facebook page, obviously. We have a YouTube channel. A lot of you know about. It's got a ton of content on there that's very, very, very helpful. That's where a lot of people start their journey. Maria, to your question, is you can go to the YouTube channel and just start binging. Jada's asking where the Lone Star is located, and we will put the QR code back up there, and you can come join us.
Yes.
Jada. So, Jada, the Lone Star is located in Republic Grand Ranch. So Republic Grand Ranch is a acreage subdivision in North Montgomery County, actually far northeast Montgomery County, just east of the town of Willis, Texas. It's about 7 miles from I-45 on FM 1097 east of I-45. Beautiful, serene setting, big, gorgeous lake, and they sell acreage lot. I think 2 acre lots are their minimums that they sell out there. And so we built a model inside that subdivision, very similar to Texas Grand Ranch. In fact, same developer that did that. So that's where it is, and we'll be operating out there for the foreseeable future. So anyway, we want to see you there. So if you can join us, fantastic. Otherwise, do take some time to visit one of the locations, call a location, talk to a new home specialist, go to the YouTube channel or Facebook page. You can see all the stuff. Dawn and her team do a fantastic job of tagging all the different colors that the things are when they post things, because people ask that stuff. It's interesting, but we hope you found these helpful. Obviously, we'll be back. I don't think we're doing it next Tuesday. Are we doing next Tuesday? Doesn't matter.
We are not. We're both otherwise engaged.
We are not doing. Yeah, we're not doing this next Tuesday. But apart from that, we do it most Tuesdays, and we hope to see you next time. And until then, we hope to soon make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see y'all later.
Bye, everybody.